The Integumentary System by Derek Hathaway. The Integumentary System. The integumentary system consists of the skin, hair, nails, and exocrine glands. The skin may only be a few millimeters thick, but it is the largest organ in the body. Its functions consist of protecting the body from chemicals, diseases, UV light, and physical damage. The exocrine glands produce sweat, oil, and wax to cool, protect, and moisturize the skin's surface. The epidermis. The epidermis is the top layer of skin that covers almost the entire body. It protects the deeper dermal layers of skin and is made up of 40 to 50 rows of stacked squamous epithelial cells. It is an avascular region of the body, meaning that it does not contain any blood or blood vessels. The cells of the epidermis receive their nutrients via diffusion of fluids from the dermis. The epidermis is made of several specialized types of cells. They are as follows: 90% keratinocytes, 8% melanocytes, a little bit above 1% of Langerhans cells, and a little bit below 1% of Merkel cells. The keratinocytes produce keratin, which is what gives skin its tough and water-resistant exterior. Melanocytes produce melanin, which is a pigment that protects the skin from UV radiation and sunburn. Langerhans cells help in detection of pathogens that try to enter through the skin. Merkel cells' function is to help in sensing touch. The epidermis is typically arranged into 4 distinct layers, but where the skin is thicker, such as the bottoms of the feet, there are 5 layers. The layers of the epidermis. The stratum basal is the deepest region of the epidermis and contains stem cells, which are constantly reproducing to form the other cells of the epidermis. The stratum spinosum is the next superficial layer and contains Langerhans cells. The stratum granulosum is above the stratum spinosum, and this region is where keratinocytes begin to produce waxy granules, which aid in waterproofing the skin. In the thicker part of the skin, stratum lucidum is present. Stratum lucidum contains dead keratinocytes, which help to protect the underlying layers. The outermost layer of the skin is the stratum corneum, which also contains dead keratinocytes. The dead keratinocytes are constantly being shed, but also being replaced at the same time by the deeper layers. The dermis. The dermis is located underneath the epidermis and is what gives skin its strength and elasticity. Within the dermis are 2 distinct layers, the papillary layer and the reticulary layer. The papillary layer borders the epidermis and contains dermal papillae, which protrude through the epidermis and provide it with the nutrients and oxygens that the cells need. The reticulary layer is made of dense connective tissue that contains collagen. The reticular layer is what gives the dermis its strength and elasticity. The hypodermis. The hypodermis serves as the flexible connection between the skin and underlying muscles and bones, as well as a fat storage area. Within the hypodermis is areolar connective tissue, which gives skin its independent mobility regardless of underlying structures. Adipose is also located in the hypodermis and helps in insulation. Hair. Hair is an accessory organ of the skin that is made up of dead keratinocytes. Hair helps in protecting the body from UV light and also helps in insulation. There are 3 major parts to a piece of hair. They are the follicle, the root, and the shaft. The follicle is a depression of epidermal cells in the dermis, which houses keratinocytes and melanocytes. The keratinocytes reproduce, which eventually becomes hair, while the melanocytes produce pigments to give hair its color. The root is located within the follicle and pushes new cells to the surface until they exit. The shaft is the part of the hair that is found outside of the skin. Nails. Nails are an accessory organ, like hair, and are formed from sheets of hardened keratinocytes. Fingernails and toenails help in reinforcing and protecting the end of the digits that are used for scraping and manipulating small objects. Like hair, nails are made up of 3 distinct parts. They are the nail root, the nail body, and the free edge. The nail root is the portion of the nail that is found within the skin. The nail body is the portion of the nail that is visible and connected to the skin. The free edge is the portion of the nail that has grown past the skin and is now disconnected. This portion is the part that is typically cut off with nail clippers. The exocrine glands. The exocrine glands are part of the integumentary system, and the 3 major glands are the sudoriferous, sebaceous, and ceruminous glands. The sudoriferous glands are known for being the sweat glands. There are 2 major types of sudoriferous glands. They are the eccrine glands and the apocrine glands. Eccrine sweat glands are found almost everywhere on the body and are responsible for lowering the body temperature through evaporative cooling. The sweat is made up of a mixture of water and sodium chloride. The apocrine glands don't appear in a person until puberty and are found in the axillary and pubic regions of the body. The digestion of apocrine sweat by bacteria is what produces body odor. Sebaceous glands produce an oily secretion called sebum. Sebum is what gives skin its elasticity and waterproof characteristics. Ceruminous glands are found only in the ear and produce a waxy secretion known as cerumen. Cerumen helps to protect the eardrum by creating a barrier that traps foreign substances. Cerumen is made continuously and slowly pushes out the old cerumen.